Hey guys, so I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for being here. So we're going to take a look and see whatever comes out. So I like these readings. These are some of my most favorite when I'm just giving Spirit a platform to bring through the messages of whatever maybe perhaps you're needing to hear at this time. I have no idea what these are going to be about. I haven't even looked at these cards yet. So we don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of exciting, I feel like. Okay, so 4 piles here. The first pile here. Now, these are all the Alice in Wonderland oracles that we're going to be using to start, and then have some more oracles. Then we'll get into the tarot and advice. So, pile 1 here. Y'all have this is the blue Aventurine stone. Okay. Pile 2, y'all have the white Howlite. White Howlite. I always like this. It's got that one little gray spot on it. Put that around. And pile 3, you'll have the Amethyst. And pile 4, you'll have the clear Quartz. Okay. So, of course, there'll be a little bit of a meditation after the intro. If you want to just take a big deep breath, open your eyes, focus on which pile you feel most drawn to. In readings like this, of course, there could be more than one message. So if you feel really drawn to 2 piles, and maybe there is a message in that pile for you, there could be somewhat of a message in that pile for you, maybe not all the message, of course. These are general readings, so only take what fits for your story. Don't ever get into a reading and it starts to make you feel not so great, because you may be trying to fit your story into the reading and it's not even part of your story. Okay, so if you feel like you're trying to make something fit and it's not making sense, it's not a message that's meant for you. Okay, and timestamps for everything, like I said, will be down below, and I will see you at your pile. Okay, pile 1. So if you chose this is a blue Aventurine, okay? And I don't know why I put this on the floor. Away from me, but I wanted to tell y'all this stands for trust and integrity. So pertaining to your reading and what it is that you need to know, or whatever comes out in this reading, I feel like it's going to have something to do with trust or loyalty and your integrity, okay? So we'll leave this right over here. Let's see what your card is. I want to be a queen. Number 33. Stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom and passing a test. So, I want to be a queen. 3 is about expansion and growth, and 6 would be a number of, wanting things to be in balance. So I think that you're in a position here where you may be, passing a test, some sort of maybe perhaps a spiritual test even. It could be that you are trying to declare your freedom. I feel like this has more to do with not actually your exterior freedom, even though for some of you that may be the case. I think it more has to do with finding your own intuition and being in alignment with your own intuition, being a sense of freedom when it comes to, how you live your life, how you are in relationships. When you get so in tune with your own intuition, there's peace and there's comfort in that and safety in that. I think this has been a goal for you. This is something that you want or something that you've wanted, depending on where you are with this. There may have been some sort of spiritual test here that you feel like that was on you. You may have felt the pressure in a situation or felt the pressure to listen to your intuition in something. And it's like you've passed the test with this. You've done, you've went in the right direction. Even though for you it may not feel like you have. You may feel like maybe this is something that just was really difficult and really beat you up. It's just, it was a burden in some kind of way, or it was just a heavy thing to have to overcome. And you may have, this could just be in the battle within yourself. You know, you felt like, is your fear getting the best of you, or is this your intuition trying to tell you something? You know, and going back and forth with that, and it being something that was really hard on you. But you've overcome something here, I feel. And you've done this because you've wanted to be like the best version of yourself. And it's coming from a self-love place, and I think that that's really important here. That's really important here, because I think you have to remind yourself of that from time to time. So you may be going through like what's good for you, what's not good for you. So let's take a deeper look here. We're going to get some different oracles now real quick. These are the High Priestess oracles. The Priestess of Light. That's what it is. Priestess of Light. My bad. I haven't used these in quite some time. And they were calling me for this reading. So here we are. One more shuffle. Can I have a card, please, about what pile 1 needs to know, or whatever we need for pile 1? I really feel like a lot of you, this has to do with trusting your intuition. And you've been tested in that in some way. You got 2 cards here. Go with the flow, letting go, cleansing, and receiving. Yep. Number 25. This is what I'm talking about you finding that peace within, you know, going within and recognizing and going with the flow of things, allowing things to unfold instead of trying to control the situation or control things because of fear or worry, you know, which is fear, any kind of anxieties that come into the play where you feel like you want to be able to control how you feel, your anxieties through your external source. It's like you've learned or taught yourself how to work through this internally. And allow things to just unravel or unfold around you. You may be going through a process where you're possibly letting go of something and trying to cleanse from that release, from that understanding that you needed to let this go, in order for you to be able to really receive what's coming to you, what's coming in the future for you. And this is part of what you've come to understand, is that in order to receive, in order to have abundance, in order to have real, you know, peace here, I have to let go of what was. I have to let go of what happened. I have to let go of, you know, all those things that have been weighing me down. And it could be for a lot of you, the guilt that sits within yourself. You know, perhaps maybe feeling guilty about some choices, or just kind of wishing you maybe have done things differently, or went through done things in a different kind of way, or how something could have transpired. It's like you're still kind of in that space to where you're walking forward. And I said this in a reading the other day. It's the same kind of energy. It's like when you're walking forward, but you take a look back. And I think that this is the process that you're in at this time. Tenderness, true love, and compassion. It's the number 9. You're allowing yourself to look at not just what you feel or what your intuition's telling you about the present moment, but what your intuition is telling you about the bigger picture of things. You're not just like confining yourself to what's happening right in the here and now, which is very important, though, to acknowledge when you need to bring yourself back to that point as well. But you are giving yourself, it's like this. It's like if there's something that you're going through in this present moment, it's giving yourself faith and hope that this might be something that's uncomfortable in this moment, but as far as the bigger picture goes, you know, you're loving yourself enough to say, hey, you know, this is what it is at this present moment, but this isn't what it is always going to feel like. This isn't always what it's going to be. Look at the bigger picture and how great it can be as far as the bigger picture goes. I mean, I feel like this is like you've done some soul searching about this. I think that you've tried to find peace in this way. Like, one of these days it's going to all work itself out. Or, I know that this isn't what I want right now, but I know it's better for the future, you know? Or it's like a sacrifice that you're having to make in a way for some of you in order to gain. And it's almost like this has to do with tenderness, being tender about something, not being hard about something. This is the test. This is what you've been tested in. Yeah, I feel that way. True love and compassion. You've been tested as far as your compassion goes. Having compassion for someone or having compassion for a situation or yourself. Some of you may have a life path, number 9. Also, I think that a lot of you've just been really searching for stability. I think a lot of you have been trying to find or search for some kind of stability here. That's what you really desire. You have the number 19, which is the sun in tarot. And it's death and rebirth. So there's Leo, Scorpio vibes going on with this card. Darkness to light. It's almost like things are coming to light. You're starting to understand some things here. I think mostly about yourself. Maybe perhaps what you're capable of. The love that you have within, and you didn't even realize how compassionate you could be or how empathetic you could be, or you took a situation for some of you that could have went one direction, and instead you chose love. That's what this is. Love for yourself, love for someone else. For some of you had to make a sacrifice or a difficult decision because you were choosing what was best for you. For some of you had to make a difficult decision to allow someone to choose what was best for them. Darkness to light. Okay. I'm going to get one more card before we get the tarot, okay? And these are the Isis oracles. Can I have a card for pile 1, please? Can I have a card for pile 1? High Priestess. It's funny. I love the synchronicities. Sometimes they're awesome. It's funny because I accidentally called this deck the High Priestess, but it's the Priestess of Light. And it's this whole reading here, where we're going with this, is that you went from the darkness to the light. So just interesting synchronicities already. So High Priestess. A mystery is to be unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what is happening at this time. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you are being led and for what purpose. Perfect. It's exactly what I was talking about there being a higher perspective of something. I think we're going to go into tarot and take a look at your future here with this. I think this is what this reading's going to be kind of on, is your future and where you're headed into. We're going to use the... Oop. Okay, let's see what this is. It just fell out of the deck. King of Cups and... Wow. Wow. So we have some people here. Queen of Pentacles here and the King of Cups in reverse. Queen of Pentacles is someone that's, like I said, very stable, very honest, very secure within herself. She feels confident. She feels like she has everything she needs. She's a very nurturing energy. She's a very compassionate energy. And you have a King of Cups here in reverse. There could have been someone here that this is Taurus and Scorpio energy for me, but it could be somebody here, this King of Cups in reverse, that you may be looking at as possibly being someone that is not capable of offering you what it is that you need, or not able to see something in the same way you can. You feel like this person may lack maybe the ability to understand you emotionally. Or someone here did. Someone here did not appreciate or understand you emotionally. You feel like this person either isn't or they can't. This can also represent you, and perhaps how you have now kind of feel confident or settled with something here that you felt like at one point was emotionally imbalanced. This can also look in the way of taking control of your emotional self, like we talked about before. I feel like for some of you, this is someone here that you may have walked away from because you feel like this person emotionally in some way is not good for you. Not that you don't love and care about this person, but it's someone that may, at this moment in time, not be good for you. You feel imbalance when this person is around, or you feel that the situation's imbalanced in some way. This is looking at someone and realizing that even though there's love there, you need to distance yourself from this person because they're not making you feel stable emotionally, and you're able to recognize that and handle that. I feel interesting. Okay. All right. This is the Sacred Animal Tarot by White Newman, I believe. One more shuffle, guys. So this can take a look into your future here with this. What do you want to tell me here? Oh, so fast. It's the Ten of Cups. So fast there, the Ten of Cups. I think this is you opening yourself up here. There's something here that you're going to find emotionally fulfilling. This could also be family. And then you have the Five of Cups that's there. That's interesting. I think this has to do with you opening yourself up here in an emotional way to a possibility of what your future is or what your future could be, because you don't want to have any kind of regrets. You have a Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's a bit of hesitation here, okay? There's a bit of hesitation here with this, and the Six of Cups in reverse. So here's the deal. You have an opportunity here, but you kind of are going through a phase still of this like letting go energy, because there is still something here with the Six of Cups in reverse that you're still letting go of. This is like releasing the past and it being something that's difficult. It's where you have really great memories and really great experiences here with someone, but you also have a lot of heavy emotions when you think about some of those things and you think about all that. And it's like, that you need to allow this to yourself to be free from this, because if you don't, you may carry it on into some sort of emotional fulfillment here. And if you do that, it may be something that you end up, regretting, because you may feel it may just be a blockage for you in something new. Okay? That's what I'm saying. It's like someone that hasn't learned their lesson. And I think this is part of it too. And this is a test here, right? About you and your intuition, and in aligning with your intuition here on this. Because even though you may have something like a Ten of Cups sitting in front of you, if you're sitting in a Five of Cups energy here about something of the past and how it didn't work out, You're not looking at that 10 of Cups in all its glory, are you? You're looking at that 10 of Cups and going, oh no, I could have everything that I want here. But remember when I felt like that once before? And your intuition's like calling on you saying, okay, you're right, that did happen. You're right that that was there. But remember that you've learned some lessons here. And again, in order to allow the flow of things, in order to receive, you need to let this go. You need to cleanse yourself from this. Have love and compassion around this. And, you know, release it so that you can step into some sort of new beginning or rebirth here for you. Tell me about that 10 of Cups. 2 of Wands. That's being at a crossroads. You have an opportunity here in front of you. Why is the 5 of Cups here? The 8 of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I had to pause for just 1 second, like usual. I don't think I can get through a whole reading without pausing at some point. Okay, sorry guys. So the 8 of Wands that's here, and you have these wands. So there's this idea of needing to take some sort of action that's here, right? So that 5 of Cups, well, hold on, now we have some more wands. It's the 3 of Wands in the reverse. I don't know if I should keep that out. You know what? We'll just put it right here. How about that? Yeah. See, the 3 of Wands in reverse is kind of like a fear of the unknown. So you start to step into this period to where now you're afraid of what could happen because you're reliving mentally an experience that happened here in the past with someone where, you know, there was a lesson here, a big lesson here that you learned here. And now you're being challenged with reliving that experience, or at least in your mind, you know, seeing this as a struggle for you to be able to see the future without something like what happened to you in the past. A cycle of that, you know, resurfacing. And immediately, once you feel this ultimate fulfillment, once you start to feel like, okay, I can open up, I feel really good, I feel this, you know, 10 of Cups energy, I feel like this could be it, you know, something like that, and you start to decide, or you feel like this is the direction that you want to take, you immediately, like the switch goes off in your mind about anything that comes up that may not be like something that's just going smoothly. It's like it puts a kink in your mental state to where you have to relive this past experience again, in the struggle of if that happened in this present moment, if that happened again, all those feelings kind of just come back up. So it's like you're constantly having to relive something over and over of your past. And you need to get past this. This is saying that you need to figure out how to move past this so that you can really like move forward here. So being afraid that something's not going to work out, or being afraid that, you know, because you can't see the future of things. And we go back here to where I talked about you being, you know, needing to do some soul searching and think about the bigger picture of everything. Sometimes things don't exactly go as planned, but that's because you may be being tested at how you handle that, something not going exactly as planned, or a situation not being completely ideal for what you would put for yourself, but everything else about it's good. And it's in that could even be teaching you a lesson of patience, teaching you a lesson to trust yourself, trust your intuition here, which is what we're talking about. Let's keep going. That Eight of Wands is like you need to move past that, or you want to move past that. But that Page of Pentacles is your blockage here. The Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah. This is like learning a lesson, you know. If there's been something here as well between you and someone else, and you're trying to heal that situation, even if this is someone that you're no longer with, it's like you always have to go back into acceptance. And it's so true, you know, acceptance is something that you have to do over and over and over. And it's like, that's what you're doing here. You're going back into this and you're having to accept a situation for what it was, or you're having to accept that there was this conflict here. You're conflicted here, perhaps about a new beginning, perhaps about moving forward. But it just resurfaces back in your head here. You have this, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the numbers 2, 3, 5, and 6. And here you have 3, 2, 5, and a 9, which could be a 6. You know what I mean? So there's these patterns that are here. Also, you are missing that 4, which again is that stability, that feeling of safety and security here. But is safety and security, is it coming from the outside source, or is it coming from the inside source? Is it coming from you being afraid? And this 3 of Wands in reverse is a card of being afraid of the future. It's a card of there being a lack of being able to see the future, and that holding you back here, because you don't want to have regrets. You don't want to make a mistake. Yeah. It's like if there's something small that happens in your eyes, it could be destructive. That's the way that you're seeing things. And it's like they're just saying, like, you need to contain that or damper that down. You know what I mean? Like, the reason that you see it in the way that you are is because of this baggage here that you're carrying, that you're still letting go of. You're still trying to cleanse yourself of. That 5 of Swords in the reverse. There's something else about this card. This is kind of like making peace with yourself, so that you can have this new beginning. Making peace that was a lesson that you needed to learn. Sometimes things just don't work out the way that you want them to, but you know, this is about, okay, ending the conflict here and needing to move on. And I think that for some of you, I mean, this is what's keeping you stuck. This is why you're having, you're not capable of launching this new beginning like you really want to, because you're needing to let go of this conflict that you still carry. Acceptance is so big here. It always is when you're letting something go. Because you have to recognize that you have to let that go, you need to let that go, and then you have to accept that you have to let it go and need to let it go. You know, why is the 6 of Cups in the reverse? There may be some comparison that's going on here as well with that 2 of Wands, that creates more of a struggle. Yeah, look at that. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. Past pain and hurt, maybe betrayal here. You may have felt stabbed in the back here by somebody. I think for some of you, you haven't really fully embraced this feeling. And I think that you really need to. It's like, yeah, having compassion here for the experience of the other person or all this stuff. But sometimes we just step into a place where we try to have so much compassion for the other person in the situation that we give that situation a lot of excuses, or that person a lot of excuses, and we don't acknowledge and recognize that, yeah, they hurt us. That hurt. And I think that this is what you need to do in order to fully let go and release the past of what was. The experience that you had. Because if you don't do that, that pain is going to just bury itself inside of you. And every time you see something that's valuable, new and exciting, a new beginning or opportunity, the thought of, if it doesn't work out, it triggers that pain that you just got buried down here. So some of you have been not completely cleansing yourself. It's almost like, for some of you, there's a lot of, somebody may have stabbed you in the back here. Somebody may have betrayed you. Somebody was not loyal to you in some way. It's like this person may be somebody that would hurt you tremendously, and then they would just come back and be like, everything's okay. You know, they would love bomb you, or they would tell you, maybe they would blame you a lot, you know, and you almost had to, some of you, this goes real deep. Some of you, this is like a family thing or something like that. But you had to, it's almost like you were having compassion for that person because you love and care about that person, or you knew why they were acting the way they were, doing the things that they were doing. So you would make amends for that person, but you never acknowledged how you really felt, how it made you really feel. And that's a problem, right? I feel like that's a problem when you can't, when you feel like you have to put your pain to the side just to make amends and reconcile and just to let it go and have peace. Again, that pain is still there. And it comes up when? At the time when it can sabotage something new here for you. That's when it comes up. So this could even be somebody that you're trying to reconcile with, and you're just finding it very difficult, right? But this, for some of you, I feel like is something new. There's something new here, and you're having a hard time fully opening up to that because this keeps getting in the way. 3 of Swords. Remember, I feel like this is future energies. The Queen of Cups in reverse. We saw that King of Cups earlier in reverse. Yeah. It's like this, maybe if there's a newer person, you have a lot of scattered emotions about that new person, even though you feel like that person is safe, you still have your worries and fears about them. You know, you have a hard time feeling that safe. You know, like, this is what I'm feeling here. This is so true. Sometimes when we get into relationships, the old relationship, even though it's something that could be toxic, it could be, you know, volatile or anything like that. I would never tell anybody to stay in a relationship like that. But mentally, sometimes that familiarity, even though it's not the greatest place, the familiarity of it is safe because it's predictable. With something new, a new beginning here, it's putting you into a place of things are being unpredictable. You don't know the devil that you're fighting. You're going towards more the devil that you know. And there's a struggle here with this in a way. This Queen of Cups in reverse can be somebody that is manipulative. There could be, it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here, okay? Could be someone that may be emotionally manipulative in some way. Or this is just saying that, you know, you're bottling up your emotions, like what we've already talked about. Bottling up your emotions here about this person and about this disagreement or this argument that's here, or the betrayal that's here. You're keeping your emotions here to yourself about this. Yeah. And it's creating for some of you, you've made amends, or you've tried to make amends here with someone, but it didn't take off like you wanted it to, or it didn't go in the direction that you wanted it to. Not everybody's story here, but that's somebody's story. And this is about you needing to let go of that. Why is the Three of Swords here? What is this Three of Swords? Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's a breakup here. Or there was a breakdown in the trust in the relationship. And there's pain around that. There's someone here that you feel as if you cannot trust that person. You cannot rebuild that connection or that friendship or that. There's just a lack of trust that's there because you still feel maybe like this person's never really acknowledged the pain that they've caused you. But in all honesty, for some of you, not everybody, but for some of you, you're having a hard time acknowledging that pain. And that brings me back to having excuses about someone, you know. And even if this person was going through whatever they're going through, it's like they kind of may have took some things out on you, and you may have kind of allowed them or tried to have compassion for them. And again, put your feelings to the side here. What's the future hold here? What could the future hold here? What could the future hold here? The Four of Cups. What could the future hold here? This is the Black Newman. This is a special card in this deck. What can the future hold here? The Page of Wands. Yeah. I think that you're going to spend some time kind of getting over this, moving on past this. Yeah, the Star. Healing. I do feel like that you're going to go through a period of healing. Why is the Black Newman card here? Look at that. I love it. I love y'all's reading. That's kind of cool. The synchronicities. You have darkness to light right here. Here you have the Black Newman and the White Newman. So darkness to light here again. That's awesome. Why is the Page of Wands here? Why is this Page of Wands here? You have Aquarius energy as well. Ten of Swords. You're ending something. You're ending something. You're exploring ending something. Or you're communicating that something's over to someone. You're thinking about this a lot. You're healing. You know, you're going through some healing here with the Star energy. Trying to figure out how you're going to make something a reality or make something, you know, plant it, you know, and plant the seed of something. Kind of put something into perspective. That's what you're doing. You're trying to put something into perspective. How are you going to put this into perspective? And you're thinking about your future. You're thinking about, this is a card of the past here. This is a card of the future. It's like you're sitting and thinking about the future. And I think that you're overcoming some regrets. I think that you're overcoming, I think that you will overcome these things and get to a place that is calmer here for you. I feel as if with this White Newman and the Night Black Newman here. Taurus energy there for me. It's almost like you're acknowledging that there is this like reckoning that's taking place, and you're breaking a cycle. You are breaking a cycle. You're taking on that darker energy. And I think that you're turning it around. You're ending something. What is the Ten of Swords in the reverse? You're ending the cycle here. The cycle of not, it's kind of like you're ending a cycle of not being able to fully appreciate or have your blessings. You're stepping into a period of receiving here. So you are going to cleanse yourself from this. Tell me about that Ten of Swords. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. Look at them too. There's someone here that may put up their defenses here with you with this. There's someone here they may fight with you about this ending, you wanting to end something here. You may be needing to defend an ending, why you are ending things, right? You have a Seven of Pentacles here because there's not an equal. You feel like things aren't in balance. You feel like things aren't equal here, so that's why you're needing to end things. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. There's still this it's like this is about being weary of something being successful. You feel like perhaps maybe, yeah, there's still this attachment that's here, but you don't feel like it's something that's going to be successful. The Eight of Cups is like when you're stuck in a place to where you're afraid that the future won't be as good as the past. Or it's just like I talked about earlier, safer to stay in that energy, even though you know it's something you need to move on from. And there's an acknowledgement of this here. There's an understanding of this here. And this is what you're kind of expressing to where you're defending why you're ending a situation. What else with that Eight of Cups? Yeah, Temperance. Temperance. This is balance. This is Sagittarius energy. This is peace. This is balance. This is making something a reality. Like I have made peace with this. I think you're making peace with this here. This decision that you've made or you're making. What can you tell me about the Star? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. What can you tell me about the Star? Justice. Yeah. You're not taking anything on that you feel like is not something that's grounded and safe. Period. You're not taking, if this is a past thing or whatever this is, you're not taking anything on unless it feels like it is right for you, if it's fair for you. This goes back to you protecting yourself, right? Declaring your freedom here. You know, acknowledging your value, what you're worth, what you want, what you deserve. This has been a biggest lesson, I think, of all of over this. Why is the White Newman card here? Yeah, the World. Yep. You're closing a cycle out here. Something that's been holding you back. You're ending something. You've reconciled this. You've made peace with this in your mind. You may feel like that it just you can't trust the situation. It's something that's just not gonna bring you balance and abundance. Or it just, you cannot physically have something here, you know. Yeah, and you're, you know, basically taking control of that. So what's going to happen in, well, I mean, that's your future there, but after you release this, accept this, let this go, what's going to happen here with things moving forward? The Five of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. You're going to fight for what you want here. You're going to fight for your stability. You're going to fight for your security here. This could be straightening out something to do with your finances, or it's just your stability and security, like focused on that. Whatever's been confusing or conflicting around that. 5 of Wands. Yeah, the 9 of Wands in reverse. Tell me about the tell me about the 10 of Pentacles. The 4 of Swords in the reverse. Where you have been overthinking the stability of your future, this is something that you're going to be working on in the future. Whether this is with someone or this is just you, yourself, you're going to be focused on, perhaps if this has to do with a career or something like that, you could be focused on competition, or you may be looking at other things that you're comparing here to each other, trying to find something that you feel like is stable or something you feel like is balanced. And it's like you're ready for this change. I feel like that you don't want to misunderstand. There's something here you're walking into. I think you're going to, this kind of looks like a confrontation. It does. Give me one more card for after they settle this and make peace with this. The future energies. Yeah, the moon in reverse. Pisces, Cancer energy. Clarify that moon in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. It's a card of choice. Gemini energy. Why is the Lovers in reverse? The 6 of Wands. You're wanting to know. I feel like that you are making someone else choose something here. You're not allowing a situation to put you in your head. You're like confronting the situation head on here. And it has to do with stability. And it's like you want to know what the other person wants to know. You know, you want to know what the other person's thoughts are here. Why is the Lovers in reverse, though? I think it has to do on whether or not a relationship can be successful, or whether or not a relationship should be public. I could see that definitely here. Ace of Cups. That's it here for some of you. Yeah. And the Hierophant in reverse with the Devil in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles, the King of Wands. So you're taking control here. If you're feeling like someone's kind of pushing you out or leaving you out or isolating you in some kind of way or being distant with you here, you're trying to detach from perhaps something not sitting right with you with that, because I think that it's just, you feel like it's just you getting in your head. This is like you trying to almost detach from an outcome. Yeah. This is fixing to come out. You and someone are fixing to have some kind of confrontation with one another here about a relationship. And it's because, I think you're the one that's going to start this. And I think it's because you're in your head here about a foundation or feeling safe or secure or what the end goal is. And I think you're taking control with this. I think this other person may be somewhat in their head about, or you may be in your head about this person leaving you in the cold, or they are about you doing that with them. So you're trying to detach from, or this person may be trying to detach from commitment here. There's this scarcity mindset that's going on here. I think this is your person. You're working through it, but you're in it too, but you're working through it. But I think this is your person. And this is going to come out. You're going to have this communication that's here. working through, you know, what you really want here. Because I feel like there's a lot of assumptions that are going on. Oh, and I just smelt fries and ketchup. That was so random, right? So super random, but I did. I smelled fries and ketchup. You have a new relationship here. But it's almost like something around that relationship may be very hidden. And needing to know if it's going to be something that's successful or if the other person wants it to be something that's successful. There's some understanding that needs to, someone's wanting to come to here about this relationship in order to move forward with it. What advice do you have here for Pile 1 about this? 2 cards. I'll take them. First card here is, look at this. Look at this. It is the last quarter moon in Capricorn, and it says, leave the past behind. So we're just going to leave that right there. And you also have first quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your good luck. So this is what the struggle is here. I think it's, you know, believing in your future, leaving the past behind and believing that you have a future here. We talked about it here. That tenderness card, true love and compassion. So I do feel like that there is this true love energy that's here that's going to come into your life, or opportunity for that, but you have to step into the light and out of the darkness in order to obtain it fully, right? Lust. I don't know why I grabbed these. This is not what I was trying to grab. Okay. Well, somebody's here lusting over you. If you only knew how much I crave you, and risk is here. So the risk with this person may be somewhat high, but it's just maybe somebody that you're very magnetically drawn to. These are the cards I was looking for. This is the way, maybe this person's saying this about you as well. Let's see. Have faith. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish and express your love. It is important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. And overthinking. And it says play negative scenarios in your head is creating issues which weren't there at first. So yeah, I think that's really good advice as far as closing advice, because a lot of the issues that I'm seeing here, especially into the near future, if you're getting into something new, or if this is a reconciliation, or if this is like trying to find peace with the situation, whatever this is, you're going to immediately be having to battle or fight with some of these, you know, things transforming here. These new beginnings, this new energy that's coming in. And you may get in your head quite a lot. So that's that 4 of Swords right here in reverse, is a card of overthinking. You know, you wanted to reevaluate something, but now you're overthinking it. So that's there. Playing scenarios in your head is creating issues which weren't there to begin with. So it's not like we just learned something and we go through some kind of test and we learn that test and then we can move on, and then that test is always with us. We are always constantly having to relearn things, study again, get more in depth with it. You know, it's just like it's so expansive, you know, where all that could go when you're learning about yourself and you're learning about self-awareness. You have the crab here, so Cancer energy could be relevant, but that is the number 4. That's what we've been looking for, right? It's about that home, that safety and security, and the crab does not come out of their shell unless they feel safe and secure. And they take their home where they go, you know? So there could be someone around you that may have a hard time, or this could be you, with being vulnerable. They may isolate a lot or kind of crawl back into their shell. They may come across as being kind of wishy-washy or hot and cold with you, or it may strike you as odd, and it may be pushing on your trigger here of reliving some past experiences of that. So take a look at that. This person may just be having a hard time being vulnerable. So you have the yarn here. So there may be some kind of tie still with someone from your past, obviously, with this leave the past behind and everything that's here. Still a string attached there in some kind of way. That could be, if this person's Cancer energy is very intuitive. So if this person feels like there's some kind of string or something that you're still attached to here with that 8 of Cups in the reverse, they may be closing themselves off or going back into their shell because of that. We have a J, V, Z, N, W or M, and A. Okay. So, we have man here. A movie's just popped in my head. And he said, be a man. Anyway. Okay, guys. I'm going to hold this up so y'all can see it. And I'm going to leave you here. Van is also there, so just saying. Okay, and Jan. So January could have been important for some reason. Alright, guys. So thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love and all your support and all your subscriptions and your likes and your comments. I love you guys so much. And I appreciate you. And I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, Paul, too. So if you chose the highlight. Well, highlight may be important. Maybe somebody needs to know about something to do with highlight. Maybe you've been thinking about putting highlights in your hair. Who knows? We'll take it. So this is white Howlite, and it stands for compassion and patience. So this has always been a really pretty one, I feel like, because it's got the little blue dot that's there. Okay. Alright, we're going to put that aside, and we're going to take a look at this card here that we have pulled for you. Number 13, all must have prizes, trying to please everyone. Uh-oh. So 13 is death and tarot. Now I'm going off of your stone that you picked here with compassion and patience. So with what this card says, what I'm gathering, this could have to do with the fact that maybe you have had compassion and patience here with the situation or with someone. And that might be something that you're coming aware of, is that you may be just trying to please everyone. You've had a lot of patience with everyone. You've had a lot of patience with the situation or someone in particular. And it's not getting you anywhere. You're not seeing the changes that you really want. It's holding you back. Now, of course, I would always say to have compassion and to have patience. But when you're doing it to your own detriment, where you're not taking any kind of action, you're not actually having some transformation take place, you're needing to take action, you're needing to do something here, that's when it becomes a problem, because you can get stuck in that people-pleasing kind of tendency, or you can get stuck in a place to where you're trying to make everyone happy, and then you forget what you're searching for is really peace with yourself, peace with everyone else. You could just go on and on and on and on and on with that, because you can't make everyone else happy. You cannot make everyone else at peace. They have to do that themselves. By you trying to do that, especially if you're doing that with a lot of people in your life, all it's doing is creating an unhappiness within yourself. And I think you're wanting to take a stand here with this. I think that you're wanting to change this. You're wanting to do something in a different way. It's like, I'm tired of doing that the same old way. I'm ready to do something different. I need to do something different here. It's like you're having this realization that you're needing to kind of take up for yourself and protect yourself here. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see. Got a few more oracles that I'm going to get into. These are the Priestess of Light oracles. It's going to help me with where this reading is being guided. Then we got one more that has a saying on it that I will read, and then we'll get into the tarot. Okay. What is it for pile 2? 2 cards. That's funny. Pile 1 got 2 cards too. So I guess 2 cards of what's wanting to come out. First card, number 42. Wings of Light, becoming something new. Yeah. Shifting. You're shifting energies here. I think this has to do with self-love, guys. I know it's been a long time since I've just done a straight reading on self-love, but I think this is a good place. And I think that you're making the best decision here for yourself. I think that you're putting this self-love into action here, which is what you've been knowing that you've needed to do. For some of you, you've already done this, and some of you haven't done this yet. This is a general reading, so timelines are also very different. You know, you may feel like you've done this months ago, or you could feel like that you've been thinking about this, you know, so it's different for everybody. Or you could be in the middle of this, deciding this, you know, okay, I need to do something different here for myself. I need to put myself in a new directory, right? So becoming something new. So you could be, you could be changing the way that you approach others and, you know, trying to make sure that everyone's pleased with you in some kind of way. Releasing that and letting go of that pressure, right? Okay. Twin flames. Oh boy. So the number 16, we have a soul partner, eternal connection. So let me tell you something about this. There may have been someone here in your life that you felt was a very deep soul connection to you. You felt very safe with that person. You felt like you connected with that person on a very different spiritual level. It was just unique, very different from anything you've experienced. I feel like in this situation for some of you, in this relationship, it may have shown you how selfless that you can be, and how that can be your own demise. I think there's a relationship here that has taught you this. Whether that's someone you're with, you're not with, someone from your past that you've had to heal from. I do feel like that this was a huge awakening here for you, meeting this person or having an experience with this person. You're waking up to the fact they are your mirror here in this case, because they may have acted a certain way. They may have done things a certain way that highlighted in you where your weaknesses were. And I think that part of that is overgiving of yourself and knowing when you need to cut that off because it's not good for you. Okay. So let's see let's get one more real quick. So this is different. You're becoming someone different because of this experience here. It's helped you to grow. It's helped you to understand this. You don't want to be in the same way. There's a fine balance between having peace with others, but also protecting your own peace as well. What is pile 2's card here? What do they need to know? You have 2 cards. I'm just going to read the top one because this is just a lot, right? So Portal of Light, which you have Wings of Light here. So it says, it is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become undergrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding to it. So for some of you, if this is a connection that's here, for some of you this has to do within yourself, and for some of you this is a connection, okay? If that's the case, it's not like you are leaving this connection behind, as far as it's something that you may always feel. It's eternal. It's an eternal connection here. You may always feel this connection. You're changing the way that you see it as a reality. And you're seeing it as something that is beneficial to you, as a reflection onto you, to know how to really allow other people to treat you. This has been this connection here has been somewhat of a portal, like it shows on here. Portal to your light side, to the side of you that is the light side, but it can turn into that darkness, right? If you allow other people to take advantage of it. Big lesson that you've learned here with this. Happens to the ones of us that have the natural ability to have empathy for others. And how we can quickly and easily get taken advantage of because of that. Now, if this is a connection where you mirror this person, this is what they've shown you, but you've also shown something to this person as well. This is definitely a healing connection. It could be within yourself. And, this can be a situation to where this may be somebody that you may never see again, never speak to again, never anything ever again. This could be a connection where you are that way. Maybe you are friends. Maybe you aren't. Maybe you're still together. But it's definitely something that has awoken you and enlightened you to a behavior pattern that you've had that has been harmful to you, however that happened. And if that's happening on your side, then it's most definitely that this person's also experiencing some sort of lesson within this dynamic here with you. That doesn't mean that the two of you, will come together. Could, but it just means that you've learned that lesson. So you've changed. You're becoming something new. And I think you're allowing yourself at this time to do that. Okay. Let's see. What does pile 2 need to know about this? Wow. Okay, let's see here. We got some major arcanas. Oh, wow. Okay. And by the way, this is the... Oh, good grief. The Tarot Grand Luxe. It's been a while since I've used it, but it's an awesome deck. Okay. First, you start off here with the Knight of Cups. Then you have the Moon, which is Cancer, Pisces energy for me. It's Pisces energy, but, the Moon is what rules Cancer. So, then you also have the Devil here, so Capricorn. Let's get some more. You also have the Page of Pentacles here. There's that lesson you've learned. That deer has been following me around in these readings like crazy. And see how the deer has its nose? Well, I don't know if you can, but it's got its nose on a butterfly. That's this transformation becoming something new. And this is all about a new beginning, taking that lesson that you've learned and having a new beginning here for yourself. becoming something new and different. And that this fawn, you know, that is such divine masculine energy that's there. So whether it's a divine masculine that's taught you this lesson, or this is you yourself who is taking what you've, the experience and what you've learned from this, and, you know, leveling up in how you take control in situations for yourself, take care of yourself, do what's best for your higher good, you know. With this deer, I keep seeing this because I think that after the eclipse and all the changes that have taken place, now as a collective we're stepped into a space to where now we have to stick with those changes. We have to stick with that transformation. We have to stick with those values. We have to stick with what you know, want to be able to pursue and move forward with. You're having to actually take control and implement that self-awareness and that love now that you have for yourself into reality moving forward. And there's some things you're battling here, you know, with the moon and this devil next to one another. There's some heavy fears and illusions that you're overcoming, that you're battling through this. Let's get some clarifiers. Knight of Cups, please. The Two of Swords. We'll come right back to it, okay? You may be being blocked here from offering someone something. You may be being blocked, or you're blocking. So let's see. The moon. Yeah. It's the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. You're wanting and needing to break yourself free from some kind of illusion. For some of you, this is your energy that you're blocking. This energy here, this Knight of Cups energy, it may be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We do have, I mean, that's all this here, actually. Cancer, this is Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So you're blocking something here emotionally. It's like this Knight of Cups can be someone that's very loving, very giving, very romantic, very, like, you know, dives right in. It's like they put their heart into things, right? They put their heart in it. They go with their feelings and all that. And you're kind of blocking yourself here from this full experience because of overgiving of yourself, of trying to please everyone in a situation. It's like you're blocking yourself from being that person. And you're looking at things where you're not creating illusions around, oh, if you don't give to a situation. You're in more of a space to where you're protecting yourself from the things that you can't see. So you're paying attention to the shadow, right? You're paying attention to the in-between, to what's behind what that person is doing or what that person is saying. You're becoming more self-aware of other people's intentions as well, instead of hoping for the best of that person or seeing the best in that person or whatever that is. And it's because you're trying to protect yourself here emotionally from overgiving to a situation. Why is the devil here? The Lover's in reverse. Okay. There may be some kind of fear of being disconnected here from someone, or a fear around a relationship. Someone not seeing a relationship the same way, someone not choosing you. There's an attachment here to a relationship, or a fear that you'll always be attached to a relationship here. There's all these is you're sitting in the devil energy thinking about the lovers. Now, we started your reading with this number 42, which actually is the lovers, number 6. And this is about becoming something new. So this is your fear, is that this relationship, or you yourself, you're becoming something different, or this relationship's becoming something different. So you're just sitting in a lot of scenarios of how something can look or be. And you're needing to detach from these feelings and take what you've learned to move forward. See, you're up against the devil. You know what I mean? When it comes to this negative thinking. So for some of you may be thinking about relationships negatively. Now it's almost like you're teeter-tottering here off into the darker direction, right? Because you're blocking off those emotions of being that loving, giving person because you've been hurt, or you've come across as being naive in any kind of way, or you feel that, because you're blocking yourself from feeling that again, you're also blocking yourself from actual relationships that could potentially be loving and supportive and you can give to. And with, you're going teeter-tottering here from, okay, overgiving to not giving it all, to not giving anything. It's like you're needing to open that door up to those feelings of wanting to nurture something so that you can find a balanced place in that and understand when you feel comfortable, when your intuition is feeling like you can give to a situation, and when you feel like you don't or you can't. This is like somebody that's trying to figure out exactly how much they need to take from their check every week so that they can save up the money that they need, and it's like you're afraid to jump into something because you're afraid of, again, being naive here about it, ending up being naive. So your fear kind of takes over here, and it's obviously that goes to show that there's a new beginning. When we have a new beginning in front of us, of course fear is going to take over. Or could, right? Could take over easily, because a new beginning, it's an unknown. It could be anything. So your mind, of course, is going to wander off into the moon and the devil and everything in between. When it comes to relationships and wanting to protect yourself around relationships, let's see what this Page of Pentacles is. There can also be some sort of an apology here. There's also acceptances here with that Page of Pentacles. Yeah, 3 of Wands. For some of you, this is a waiting period. You're like waiting here for a new beginning. You're waiting for something. Waiting for that right moment, waiting for your ships to come in. You maybe, for some of you, you've been waiting on someone, or you feel like you've been waiting to apologize, or what somebody's been waiting to apologize to you in some kind of way. Not everybody's story, but that's just a message that came through, right? I feel like that there may have been some distance here. Distancing yourself. This is maybe part of a lesson that you've learned, to distance yourself so that you don't overgive, or that you don't take advantage, or that someone doesn't take advantage of you. This is what they're kind of pointing out. When you start to get into all of this to where you're not opening yourself up or becoming something new here, you can get into this fear place so easily. And so there's just saying, when that happens, try to create some distance here. with the situation or for yourself. Let's just say this. If you're in a relationship with someone and there's been anything that's happened here in your immediate past or even in your past, it's just anything that's happened that's caused you to be cautious in any scenario, right? Especially if you've overgiven to someone and they took advantage of that in some way, or you become across as naive. Especially if it's something like that. When you get into a relationship and you start to, your fears and your worries and illusions and all kinds of things start to make you feel unsafe, start to make you feel like you can't trust the relationship or trust that person, that is your indicator that you can't stay in that energy. You have to pull yourself back somewhat and reassess what you've learned. It's like, let's just say you're a race car driver, okay? And you've learned to be a race car driver. And there's certain protocols and things that you have to go through to learn, just in case something happens, you know how to react to that. And this is like you being faced with this. Okay, I've prepared for this. Here comes these feelings. Here comes these fears. Here comes this anxiety. I've prepared for this. I need to create some sort of distance. I need to take a step back so that I can collect my thoughts. If you're in a relationship or you have someone around you that has compassion for you, that has understanding and empathy, they love you, they care about you, they'll allow this. They may want to go through a comprehension of it so that, you know, that person doesn't feel like that maybe they're doing something wrong or something to that nature. But distance is sometimes needed. Sometimes we have to, a lot of times, sit with ourselves in our own thoughts before we can have a new beginning, before we can offer someone something, before we can move on past something, before we, you know, I need to relearn this real quick. I need to make sure that I can figure this out, because you don't want to take these energies that you're feeling, all this stress, anxious bomb right here, and throw all that onto someone else. Because then you didn't learn the lesson that was so hard for you to understand and see up here. And if you have an anxious attachment style, something that's coming up, so maybe you overgive of yourself, you're afraid of that person abandoning you. This is a tendency that you have, pleasing the other person so that they won't leave you in some way. This is something that you've healed from. It's almost like that this is saying, remember that and what you learned from that and how to detach from the situation and take a step back when you feel like you're getting into that dark place. And then reassess, reevaluate, move forward, right? The Page of Pentacles is someone that's determined to do things the right way. And that's what this is saying. Do things the right way for yourself. Okay. Why is the 2? What's the future of this here? Did you get this under control? What's the future of this here? Possible. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, that's a loving, nurturing energy there. Feeling confident, feeling balanced, feeling safe, feeling nurtured, feeling cared for. That's the thing here. It's like the ultimate sacrifice in a way in a relationship, is allowing the other person to have space. Right? And if you have an anxious attachment style, it's probably hard for you more than it may be for this person. Right? So the future, I think that you're going to figure this out, and I think that you're going to find your peace. You're going to ground yourself here. Look at that. That's awesome. Look at you. That's great. You got a Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Swords here. So yeah, I mean, this is, you're taking control. You're getting things in control. You're getting things in balance, grounding, getting control of your thoughts, yourself. Yeah, look at that. How awesome. You're getting control of your thoughts and yourself so that you can give here. Right? You're pulling back your energy here so that you can give. This is so interesting because in this deck, this is actually the Five of Pentacles, okay? But in this deck, which is a very unique way of seeing the Five of Pentacles, see how he has his hand out like this, like he's offering a pentacle, which this is the Page of Pentacles. And you have that Four of Pentacles that's in the mirror behind him right there. It's like knowing when to put up some boundaries here. And knowing when you're ready to offer something or when you're ready to take an offer. And this is a card of isolation. But with these Four Pentacles in the background, the way that they are, and the Four of Pentacles being like setting some boundaries for yourself, protecting yourself, or, you know, securing yourself in a way, I don't see any negative energy from this card. I see someone that is putting up some boundaries, but yet still offering something balanced. So we talked about you finding that balance, and I think that in the near future you will find it. Taurus and Libra energy here for me. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Justice in reverse. So when you feel like something's unfair, unjust, you feel like it's not right or not fair, already said that. You feel like something is out of balance here for you, you take control in that. You find, you know, you take control of it. You say, okay, things don't seem, I'm kind of not feeling great here about this. I kind of feel like maybe this is unfair, maybe I'm giving too much, or I don't know, so something about this seems like it's not okay with me. And you detach, you pull back your energy. And you use logic. You step into, you know, doing what needs to be done. Queen of Swords, communicating this. Communicating maybe your needs. High Priestess, yeah. You don't keep this to yourself. You take what you've learned and you express that. Even if this has to do with something that you have to leave behind or you have to let go of for a time. This is like recognizing when something's not good for you and saying, okay, I need to take a step back from that. You know, it could be like maybe you've been drinking too much. Like, just using this as an example, but maybe you had a glass of wine, and next night you had a glass of wine, and, you know, 5 nights in, you're like, you know what, maybe tonight I won't have that glass. I feel like it's keeping me up, or I feel like I'm not sleeping well because of that, you know, or whatever the situation, just a scenario. But you have Pisces and Libra energies here. Double Libra. So all about balance, right? But it's taking control of things that you know aren't, when things aren't right for you, so that you can straighten out yourself internally. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Look at that, Hierophant. For some of you, this may be releasing some sort of commitment. So you may have committed to doing something and now it's like you can't, or you feel like you maybe you just need a break, or you feel like maybe you're not ready for something here. I heard that immediately is feeling breaking a commitment. So for some of you, this may have to be something like a date or a time or being in place, or, you know, something like that. It could be simple as that, or it could be something bigger that you feel like if you're feeling lack there, you're feeling, you know, isolated there in some kind of way. It's like you're needing to take control over that and do something about it for some of you. Taurus energy with that Hierophant. That Hierophant is that lesson as well. Look at that. King of Cups. Scorpio energy. And you have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck in reverse. This is reevaluating something that you've been investing into. For some of you, you're changing something up. This may not have to do with relationships. I feel like this is in your life. You're taking away the things that you feel like are not good for you, and you're stepping into a balanced place emotionally. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Long readings today. Naturally. Okay, I want to get something different here. That Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I know I didn't talk too much about this, but for some of you, this can look in the way of being frustrated. This can be like taking things out on work, you know, being a workaholic, or maybe not finishing something, or you feel like you didn't get a lot for what you're giving. You have that Five of Swords that's there, and the Magician. There may be something here that you've tried to make happen, you've been fighting for. This could be like telling someone something. Like, I've been telling you how I've felt here. I've been telling you, trying to help you by expressing myself in some way, even if that was something that was difficult for you to do. It's like you've been trying to express yourself in some sort of way here. This is a lot of communication that's here. So there's something here that I feel like you've been fighting for. You've been trying to communicate. You've been trying to get someone else to understand something here, I feel, about you. And you feel like it's not going anywhere. It's not happening. It's not going anywhere here. So it's like you're taking a step back and looking at this in a different way. Yeah. This can be like, even if you have love here for someone, you feel like for some of you, there's something here that you're losing, or you're letting go of. Someone, maybe. Yeah. This can be a lesson on letting go of people or things that you love if it makes you feel bad. Yeah. That's a hard one. But there's an idea of being emotionally mature or stable at how you handle a situation. When you feel like something's lacking, fitting with your morals or your values, handling it in an emotionally mature way. There could be someone here that's handling something in an emotionally mature way. Okay. This can be like if you're letting go of someone or something, that person that you're letting go of, for some of you, is understanding that they understand why. You both agree when it comes to what needs to be done or what has to be done. And there's definitely love there. But this person is being emotionally mature about this because of that Hierophant. That Hierophant can look like a higher authority over the situation, or morals and, you know, your values lining up. New love is here. Obstacles. Okay. And go slow. This is the same kind of energy. If you're coming into something new here and you're blocking yourself off from that because of what we already talked about, and this is just like the obstacles here, the unhealed wounds that you still have, that fear that you still kind of have, that's carrying on to this something new, perhaps. It's just like a repetitive message of telling you to slow down or take a step back so that you can reevaluate the situation. You have forgiveness here. Forgiving yourself or another will help you to move forward. Let me tell you something. I feel like I'm going to just say this and I'm going to leave it, okay? And maybe it's just somebody's message, but here it is. I feel like you're having to perhaps make a difficult decision around someone that you really love, someone that you really care about, that you have deep emotions for. But you also understand and see the moral of the situation or the story. And you're also trying to have integrity here. And I feel like there's someone here that it's hard for you to let this go because you want to give and nurture the people that you love and care about. And I think that you want to do that with this person. I just think that you know it's not a good thing for you because of whatever sits here that causes a blockage between the two of you. And I think, to be honest with you guys, I think that you're struggling with this a lot because it's hard for you to not give to this person that you love and care about. And I think that, look at that, integrity. I kept wanting to say that too, and I don't know why I didn't, but I just kept wanting to say it with this Hierophant here. It says, does the situation align with your values and your morals? I think this is about forgiving yourself just as much as it is maybe about forgiving the situation or someone else. If we sit in a place to where we feel like that there's something here that you're giving to because the love is there, but you know it's not right or good or morally correct for you, it's very hard to forgive yourself of walking away from that if you're someone that wants to nurture the other person. Because you feel like all kinds of feelings, you're letting someone down, you know, you're hurting someone, and that's definitely not something that you want to do. And you're being faced with all these feelings at this time, and I feel like you're going to overcome this. And it helps that there's someone here that's being emotionally mature or stable about this as well. But there's this level of forgiving yourself and for leaving this person behind or letting go, and then also forgiving this person, you know, for whatever's transpired here. I think it's going to open the door up to abundance. And yeah, always when you have self-care, always when you have self-love and self-care, it opens the door up to something new for yourself because you're focused on what you need. And at this time, I think this is a test here for you of focusing on what you need for yourself. Not what you should do because of someone else, but what you need to do for yourself. Have integrity and forgive yourself for the choices that you're making moving forward. Yeah. Some of you may have new love here, but the obstacle could be this. It's telling you to go slow and then take a step back when you need to. Okay. What advice do you have for Paul 2? Patience. Yeah, all this requires patience. Patience with yourself. Some things still need to be dealt with for this connection to manifest. So if this is a new relationship here, or a recommitment, I guess, to a relationship, and there's obstacles here, there's still some things that need to be dealt with. For some of you, this may have to do with what it is that the two of you are manifesting here together. You know? What's going to happen here? What does this look like? And for some of you, this is just you, yourself. Give me one more. Two more. Divine timing. Don't we love to hear that? They're telling you patience and divine timing, and it's like, thanks. Thanks for that. Be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. And then you also have beware of codependency. Addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. This is all what this reading's been about. Your addictive behavior or tendency to want to switch on into that anxious attachment feeling, right? Or overgiving of yourself here. It's it's where you're asking the other person to give to you in a way to where you can feel safe instead of finding that safety and security within yourself. You know, looking for the other person to make you feel a certain way instead of finding that feeling within yourself. This can be like your anxieties and your fears. You know, and there's such a fine line between this. Of course, not let anyone take advantage of you in any kind of way. But you have to be able to look at yourself and say, is this my fear? Is this me? Am I being anxious here? Or is this really like the reality of something? Yeah, and I think you'll step into that power that you're looking for when it comes to that. You have new love again. A new chapter begins, whether it's with a new partner or in a current relationship. So there you go. All right, guys. I'm going to get some initials to close. And we'll leave you here. Oop. Okay. You have 2 knights in the bowl. That's interesting. You have a Knight of Swords and a Knight of Pentacles here. So this is like taking action, which is something that we talked about before, but right when she's moving in that light direction there, wings of light. But being determined, sticking to your guard, right? That's part of this. Being determined to do what's right for you. Being authentic and true to yourself, because you have the mask that's being taken off here. Working on yourself. This is a reminder. Self-care and self-love is constant. You constantly have to choose yourself time and time again. Doing what you feel like is best for you, what you feel like creates your peace, your balance. It's work. It's not easy. It's work. You have to know when you can give and when you can't. You have an H here, an S, an N, and an I. Sin is right there. Someone needs to see that. Yeah. A sin is something that's not good for you. It's something that makes you feel not so great about yourself. It hurts your integrity. It could not align with your morals or your values. There's something to do here with a situation or someone else that you've experienced this with. And it's caused you to see your true authentic self, how to protect your true authentic self, and working on yourself. I also want to say, like, stick to your guard. And I already said that once, but that's what it's saying, you know? Okay. So thanks, guys, for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and all your kindness, of course. I hope this helps. Good luck to you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the Amethyst stone, this will be your reading. All right, guys, so I'm going to put this over here to the side. So, by the way, the amethyst. Okay. So the amethyst is about intuition and wisdom, are the 2 words that came with these stones. So I take that and we're going to include that into the reading to see if that has this could be what exactly it is that you're needing to know about, or how something comes across. So intuition and wisdom. So let's see what your card is. No need to fear, number 18. Remember how powerful you are. Well, this is like a similar message to some of the other stuff I've been reading here. Number 18 is the moon in tarot. So you could be Pisces, or there goes my throat, or Cancer, or you're dealing with one of these signs. Okay. No need to fear. So you see all the illusions that are going on here, but it's almost like she seems perfectly okay with the illusions that are around her because she's bigger than those illusions. And it says, remember how powerful you are. There may be something here that you may be actually fearful of, afraid of. And if you're sitting in the moon space, well, let's talk about the moon, shall we? When you're sitting in the moon space, you really can't tell what's up from down. Your intuition's calling you in one direction, but then also deception and what you can't see is calling you in the other direction. And it's almost like let's just say you're looking at a image that has a shadow. If you know that the shadow is there, but you know that even if you can't see it, the image is still there, otherwise the shadow wouldn't be there. So for some of you, you may be needing to focus on the object itself instead of the shadow of something. This could be why you're afraid. So you may be looking at the more negative of something, and it's creating some kind of illusion, and you're needing to regain your power over this. Okay? Focus on the object, what is real. Because I think that you can get into a heavy scarcity mindset quickly, being in that space. So this is what they're wanting to talk about. Okay, so with that, let's get, this is the Priestess of Light Oracles. We're going to take a peek and see if this can help us in this reading. Whatever comes out. Okay, so pile 3, there goes my lights. Just like that. Pile 3. What is pile 2 cards again? Every pile has got 2 cards so far that come out together. It's so crazy. So you have guide here, number 21, the illuminated path. It's awesome. Her power is the light that she's holding in her hand. And that's what we just went through. You have the light, you have the power to see through those fears, to see through those insecurities that come up, or those illusions that take place, those worst case scenarios that pop up in your head. You are needing to guide yourself through this. Now, 21 is the world in tarot, so this could have to do with needing, you're closing a cycle out here and hoping for or looking at a new beginning. When you come to a conclusion about something, so you're at a peak point to where you're trying to come to a conclusion about something, and you may be getting in your head a lot about this, and you're needing to use your power and recognize what's real and what's not, okay, in order for you to have this conclusion that you're desperately searching for. I feel like it's like searching for the top of the water, but if you're disoriented, it's really hard to figure out what's up from down. So if you're in this illusive state, this moon energy, where everything seems kind of deceptive, or you're heavily looking at, okay, well, what is the meaning behind that? What's behind that? What's the meaning of that? What'd they mean when they said that? If you're constantly in this stage, this space, you're not going to get that conclusion that you're looking for. So, telepathic, I can't say this right. I just realized that. Telepathy. That's right. Anyway, I apologize. You had to see that argument, I should say, with myself. It says transmission, perception, and communication. And this is the number 21. So you go from 22. You go from 21 to 22. The number 222 may be relevant, maybe something that you've been seeing. That's all about things are about to come into balance, and you may have to make some decisions here. There could be some relationships that are needing to come into balance. You may be feeling like you telepathically connect here with someone. You see the 2 wolves that are in the picture. So you and this person may have sorry, give me just 1 second. There's someone here in your energy that's protective. It's almost like they are also trying to guide you This may be a spirit guide for some of you, but I think this could be someone that you're around or you're dealing with that feels like they have, it's like they have the, what's the word I'm looking for? Dang it. It's like they have the leadership here in guiding a situation, or they feel like they have to lead something, lead you towards something. I think it's a perception. This person may be communicating to you, or you may be been seeing lots of signs or synchronicities. Something's trying to come into balance, and it's like calling you to recognize it, but you're in this moon energy, so you're not seeing it properly. Someone's trying to tell you something, trying to communicate to you, trying to get you to see a different perspective, but you're stuck in more of a seeing deception, and you're not looking at it for what it is. The answers are right in front of you, especially about which direction that you should be taking. You're letting fear get in the way. Okay, so we're going to pull one more card here. This is the, what is this? Isis Oracles, I think. Okay, I'm just going to pull one of these and I'm going to read it and see how it will fit with your reading. Pile 3. This one almost didn't come out. Proper burial for freedom. Interesting. Yeah. Proper burial for freedom. Okay. There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost by trying to hold on to that which is no longer serves you. Okay, I can't say this. How do you say his name? The Lord of the Dead. I'm sorry, I can't say his name. Osiris. Is that how you say that? Osiris? I'm sure I butcher everything, guys, because of my accent, if you can't tell. And I'm dyslexic, so that doesn't help at all. Anyway, Lord of the Dead, it guides, there's the guide again, guides you now to release what which no longer needs to be part of your life so that you may be free. There's something here that you're holding on to. Okay, now we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of this, all right? With the tarot. There's something here I think that you're holding on to. And it's like someone's trying to shift your perspective of that, or they're trying to kind of shake you from that. But see, you're still fixated on the illusions here. The illusions around an ending. And you're needing to acknowledge that you have the power. You're sitting in a place of power of how something goes moving forward. Yeah, but you're stuck in the illusion state. And this will help you break free. Proper burial for freedom. There's something that you're needing to put to rest mentally that you feel like you don't have all the information about, okay? And it's keeping you from being able to use your power. And move forward and get out of this place of fear or worry. Okay? Okay, pile 3. Tell me about pile 3. What do they need to know? Look at that, a deer. So the deers have been all over my readings lately, guys. Like being in a masculine energy, taking that position, being that structured person, and putting things to into the direction that they're meant to go, you know, taking control. And this is the 3 of Pentacles, which is a commitment, okay? You have this antler that she's holding on to here, which is where I got the idea of someone being a leader here, trying to lead you in a certain direction. That 3 of Pentacles is a card of commitment, or working something out, working together. It's like understanding you don't have to come up with all the conclusions yourself, but you can actually work together at some of that stuff. So especially if you're in a relationship here and you're afraid, you're being afraid of what could happen. It's like Stepping into that understanding that that other person is meant to help you through certain things. You know, what's great about having a life partner is that you have someone that can shift your perspective or change the way that you're seeing possibly something that if you feel stuck in, right? But for some of you, you're not utilizing whoever that is. And for some of you, this may just be a higher source, someone that you pray to, you know, someone that you feel like is your guardian angel or your guides. And some of you, this is an actual partner or someone around you that you're just not utilizing this person the way that you should be in order to help you to get out of this moon space. This is like, how am I supposed to know what to do if I don't talk it out or talk out loud? Or I think there's a call here to commit to something as well. Commit to releasing something that you feel like you've been struggling with. Looky there. Oh, it's so awesome, isn't it? The synchronicities, they just kill me. You have another deer here. So this is, oh, and by the way, this is the Guardian of the Night Tarot. This is the star, so we have Aquarius energy. You have some kind of wish that you're wanting to fulfill here. The Knight of Swords. This is taking action. Taking action here on what it is that you want. The Four of Pentacles. There's something here that, okay, so there's something here that you're wanting to hold on to. I feel like you're wanting to, this is that protective energy I was feeling before. It's like you're wanting to protect something. This could be a new beginning. You're wanting to communicate how you're wanting to protect. Some of you, this could be someone around you or you. You're protecting someone of something. Yeah. You feel like you're protecting someone of something. Or you're protecting a relationship here. That's why you're so afraid. Because you're stepping into that Emperor energy. You're stepping into an energy of needing to be in control and needing to guide, needing to lead the direction in some way. That's why fear's getting you here. Keep going. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? The Seven of Wands. This is defending a commitment that you've made, perhaps, or fighting for a commitment, you know, fighting for it's like you're, I don't know if you feel like you're in competition. Some of you maybe. But there's something to do with this being like you're defending a commitment, or you're defending, you know, your stance in a way in something. It could be a relationship. It could be something that you committed to. You're defending that. Why is the Star here? This is like a promise that you've made, that you're trying to keep a promise. You also can be in a position to where you're trying to defend a commitment to someone or with someone. That you're committed to someone even. You have a Four of Swords here. And the Star. So you're reevaluating the future, or you're reevaluating what it is that you can have, what it is that you desire, what it is that you want. Why is the Knight of Swords here? And you're taking action on this. Yeah, the Empress. This could be divine feminine energy that's here that you're taking action on. But you have that Four of Pentacles. It's because you're trying to protect this. Taking action towards expansion or abundance is here. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. This is an offer. I think you're offering something. I think that you're wanting to take action here towards expansion or abundance, and you're offering something here because you want to protect this. The Knight of Pentacles is slow-moving energy, but he's determined to move forward here with something. For some of you, I feel like this is mostly protection, but for some of you, maybe putting some kind of boundary up, and you're like determined to maintain a certain boundary. I don't know what I mean by that, but what is this? What does the Knight of Pentacles have here? The Three of Cups. Okay. You're protecting a relationship here. You're putting some boundaries up because you're protecting a relationship. You're wanting to protect a relationship. You're wanting to secure a relationship. That's what you're doing. You're going through this, defensive energy around a commitment and keeping your promise or something like that. And you're taking action towards expansion or abundance around what it is that you want and what your desire is. You've been resting on this. You've been thinking about this. What is my desire? What it is that I want? And you're taking action towards expansion. Because you're wanting to protect a relationship. It's important to you, this relationship here. What is this about? This Three of Cups. The Page of Cups in reverse. For some of you, there may be a child involved. I don't know why I need to say that. Something's being... Okay, this is going to get strange. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it's going to get strange. All right. Okay, I'm just going to spit it out. Here we go. There may be somebody here that you may be protecting someone else from. Not everybody's situation or story, and if this roles are switched, there's someone that's protecting you from someone else. There's the Page of Cups in reverse, okay? So this can look like someone that can be emotionally immature, can be temperamental. They can have some sort of, they're overly, they're just they're overboard. Overboard, going a little overboard about stuff. There's something else here too about doubting your intuition. It's like you may still doubt your intuition somewhat or question that, but you still want to protect a relationship anyways. This is your fear right here. This is your fear right here. You are afraid here that you aren't correct. You're worried you're not seeing this relationship the same way, or you're not... This person is put some kind of boundaries up with you even. But for some of you, I see somebody that's going slow because they're trying to protect a relationship from an emotional situation or a temperamental situation. Someone here, give me more about this person with this Page of Cups in the reverse. The Chariot in the reverse, that's Cancer energy in the reverse. There's someone here that's very dependent. This can be something not moving forward. Like, okay, let me hold on and let me back up, and we're going to narrow this down here, okay? So you have Cancer energy here with the Chariot. There's something here where there's some kind of this can look in the way of not being happy or pleased because something's not going your way. With a relationship. So you're putting up boundaries here. And you're taking it slow. That's what I see. This can be someone that you're having to deal with. Okay? Maybe not deal with, but you're having to... Yeah, I mean, for some of you, I feel like you're still trying to protect someone of someone else, perhaps. Not everybody, but... There's definitely someone here that is... This is not a good energy here. This is someone that's... like insecure, temperamental, or you just don't know how to... You don't know how this person's going to react. This person here, or you, are moving slowly towards a relationship. This could even be a conversation. Because you don't know how this person's going to react. For some of you, may be having to put up some boundaries here with this person. Okay, I got to get off of this because there's so many different scenarios now that are popping up. Let's go into this. Okay, well, hi there. It's the world in reverse, which you have that world here. Okay. So, the world in reverse with that Seven of Wands is like having to defend the ending of something. Or something not being complete. Or there's something missing here, right? Or there's a delay. You know, needing to defend a delay in a commitment. Very much see that. Why is the Four of Swords here? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is needing time to think about something. This is reevaluating a closed door or ending a cycle. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This can be about somebody that feels like they don't have any control, or like there's outside circumstances that are out of their control, and so they're having to reevaluate what it is that they can make out of this, what it is that they desire or want. Why is the Empress here? Libra and Taurus energies there. Yeah, the Three of Swords in the reverse. That's healing. This can be taking action towards healing or reconciling past something. This can be someone that's overcoming something, forgiving a situation and overcoming something. I think this is what's being called of you in order to have freedom here. There's something here, I feel like, for some of you that you're needing to forgive, someone that you're needing to forgive in order for things to expand and grow. And give me one more for the Three of Swords in reverse. Strength in reverse. There's something here that was done out of a weakness, a weak moment, where maybe you were still learning or growing or healing. Something like that is here, and forgiveness around this so that you can move forward. This may be being honest with somebody about this. It's like you want to learn and grow from this and move forward. This can also look in the way of you feel like something that's been done is in a situation that you are healing from. It's like this right here is not, how do I say this? It's that kind of heavy energy, to be honest with you, with this Three of Swords and the Strength in reverse, because it's like a weakness that you've had. So I feel like I'm having a hard time getting past this. This is where the moon is coming from, okay? Whatever this is that you're still healing from, there's some kind of weakness here around this. You've like a vulnerable energy around this, or someone even, where you may have been impulsive. Something may have been a temptation to you as well. The Three of Swords in reverse. There's forgiveness around this, or a need to forgive yourself here even. Because it's what's keeping you from this Empress here, which is moving forward, having abundance, and having new things, and growing something, having love, being able to feel love. There's some kind of honesty around this. Someone may be telling you expressing their heart here to you, their weaknesses in a vulnerable place when they're in a vulnerable state. Oh God, guys, I'm sorry. This is a real hard, rough energy. Leo energy's there. You know, it can be that it's like going through a period where you doubt that someone's going to forgive you or move on or get past something, or it's like going through where you feel like you're doubting you'll ever get over some kind of grief or pain that was caused, or in a relationship. It's like understanding that, you know, you're having a hard time being optimistic about healing from a situation. And you're being faced with that, with the moon. Like, okay, what could come out of this, right? Okay, I got super stuck in that energy. Help me out here. Tell me about what's to come here with this. There's some sort of reunion here where you have boundaries on this. Someone's not happy with this. There could be somebody here that wants a reunion that you've placed boundaries with, and they're not happy with this. This right here is a... Man, that's a hard energy. Well, tell me more about that. Page of Cups in reverse, that Chariot in reverse. Yeah, look at that. There it is, that Five of Wands. There's the fight. And here's the King of Wands in reverse, which is something that I think that you had some kind of expectation from something, or you're expecting a fight here. You've been expecting some kind of fight here. There's Leo energy here. So you may be putting up some kind of boundaries here with someone, and you're expecting this person to fight back when it comes to this. Or you may be in a place to where you're not wanting to be impulsive here. Okay. Give me some more for the Knight of Pentacles. No, give me some more for the Four of Pentacles over there. The Two of Pentacles. This is an option. You're making a choice. You're making a choice to put up some boundaries here with somebody. Maybe you're making this strictly a friendship connection. Somebody here is not going to handle this well or take this well. And you know that. For some of you, if this is a relationship, you're wanting to cut out the competition here. What's going to happen here moving forward for pile 3 with this? What's going to happen here moving forward? The Hierophant. You're going into some sort of commitment, or you're learning something here. Change is going to take place. The Temperance in reverse. Sagittarius, Taurus energy. Change is going to take place. You're setting some boundaries here, guys. Look at that. The Lovers in reverse. It's Gemini energy, but you have Scorpio here with Scorpions. Gemini, tell me about a Hierophant. What's going to happen here? The Five of Swords. Wow. You're going to have to fight for what it is that you want. Or there's going to be a conflict here about commitment or structure or what's right. Someone's going to fight you on what's right, what's fair, what's right. That's what I feel like. Why is Temperance in reverse? The Six of Cups. The soulmate energy here is, I mean, they're not happy here about this. There's an imbalance here when it comes to the way they feel like each of you are remembering things even. This can be like something doesn't feel right about a relationship, or it's not the same. It's not in balance, this relationship, or the way that you feel about this person. Tell me about the Lovers in reverse. The Moon. There's the Moon. Yeah, you're making a decision here. I feel like you're making a decision away from a relationship. Someone that you feel like that you don't align with here. And there's a huge disharmony that's going on here because you feel like this person's not going to react to this, obviously, very well. They're going to even fight for this when you put these boundaries up. They don't like you putting these boundaries up with them. And they're going to come in. I mean, this isn't going to be easy, golly. That's why you're so afraid. No need to fear. That's why you're so afraid. Because you feel like this is going to be difficult. Why is that Five of Swords there? Justice in reverse. Libra energy. This person's going to feel like, the roles could be switched, right? But this is someone that's fighting because they feel like something is unfair. Unjust, unfair. Like maybe you're not understanding them right. Or to them, morally, this doesn't feel right. Or you, right? Why is the Six of Cups here with Temperance in reverse? The Five of Cups. Yeah, there's sadness, regret here. Disappointment. This is a Tower moment, guys. Why is the Moon here? The Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. This is being afraid of change. There's someone here that's afraid of a relationship changing. You not seeing them in the same way. I feel like there's someone here you're going to be turning down. And they're going to put up a fight. Something here they feel like was not fair. And I feel like there's disappointments in the memories or the past or how something was handled. There's sadness and disappointment around this. And there's someone here that feels like they made the wrong decision because they were in a place of fear and deception. And I guess they kind of acted on that. You're going to get some communication here from somebody. Something that you feel like you're ready to kind of bury here in order to have this freedom. This is like an opportunity for you to break yourself free from something. But it's not going to be an easy thing to do, and that may be justice in reverse. It may be that's because karma's having to balance itself out here. That's why it's not easy. I do feel like this is someone coming in that's saying they have a lot of regrets. They have a lot of, they've made mistakes and they're sad here. This is someone coming in that you have good memories with that is sad here. And they also are angry, though. They are angry. They're not at peace with things. And they're looking for answers here from you because they're in their head a lot about the relationship and possibly you choosing someone else. And I feel like that they're afraid of what they don't know, what they can't see. You need advice on how to handle this. How do you see this person? How do you see this person? King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. This is someone that maybe you had a long-term relationship with. You may have felt like at times this person was very stubborn or that they were impatient. They had a hard time, seeing your point of sight or seeing your perspective of a situation. They may have lacked trust. It's like they're where the highway kind of type of energy here. This is how they showed up for you. Capricorn energy. Give me anything else about the King of Pentacles of how you're seeing this person. How do you see this person? The Six of Pentacles. Maybe you gave a lot to this person. Maybe you felt like you were trying to be as fair as you possibly could with this person. The King of Cups in reverse. Wow. Scorpio energy. It's like they didn't appreciate, that you feel like this person didn't appreciate you. If this is someone you're walking away from, they could be saying this about you as well. Like, well, I feel like you didn't appreciate me. It's a very back and forth kind of, oh man, guys, this person's gonna, they're mad. This person's going to be mad. They're going to put up a fight here. We have a Nine of Wands. Yep. That's it. I feel like for some of you may have actually kind of manifested this because you were wanting to put an end to it. Because it's been something that's been in the background here. The Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior. So this has been a long, hard fight. A long, hard battle. Okay, let's just take a breather. We're going to pick something else, and I'm going to take a look at the future. And then we'll get some advice and close, okay? Anything that you can tell me. That just fell in my lap. Nothing solid. Wait. Anything. I think this person may be wanting you to promise them something, and you can't. I don't know what I mean by that. It can be in an argument, What does the future hold here? Awakened love. Now I know and understand that I'm in love with you. What does the future hold here? Skepticism. What does the future hold here? Apology. There it is again. These two cards I already seen. Yeah. Okay, so this person may come and this person may express to you how much they care, how much they love you, how much they've awakened to their way that they've been. And it may be the truth, but you're skeptic here. You're skeptic why this person is apologizing, and I think you feel as if they may be apologizing for not offering you something solid here. Like they may be telling you that this caused a lot of disruption in your connection, the skepticism. Like they needed more time to trust the relationship or trust the connection. But I think that even though that's the case, I think you're going to apologize. I feel like you may not, but I mean, it's just about the situation or how it is. I mean, it depends on where you're at with this person, but I feel like you're going to apologize because you're not going to be offering anything solid to this person, or you can't. You have left hanging with new beginnings and tough beginning and ending. Wow, with perfect match. Okay, let's decode that real quick, shall we? You have left hanging. So I feel like you may be leaving this person hanging here to have a new beginning here, but it may be a tough new beginning because you're still ending a situation. But you see this perfect person as being your perfect match here, so you're moving slowly towards commitment. Wow. That was awesome, wasn't it? Okay, crazy. Let's get some advice then. I'm not going to actually use these, which I did not use for the other piles, but I feel called for you guys. So what advice do you have for pile 3? Okay, well, all these just popped up and sat in my hand like this, so I think I'm just going to take them. We'll see what they say. So you have detoxify. That's exactly it. Look at that Taurus energy keeps coming up, which is right now. We're in Taurus season as we speak. So there you go. Grabbing the bulls by its horns there. Full moon in Taurus. Detoxify. Then you got that moon there, which we started with. That's what you're detoxifying yourself from. All the illusions, the things that have been holding you back, keeping you stuck, keeping you from being able to move forward, not knowing what to do, not knowing what to decide. You know, all those things. That's what you're cleansing yourself from. Look at this. Full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. Yep. And new moon in Aquarius. Open up to change. There you go. There it is. Right there. There's that new beginning. There's that new moon that we saw earlier in that 4 of Pentacles. You know, in order to have new experiences, sometimes we have to put up boundaries and protect what it is that we feel like is important to us. Okay. Came out of nowhere. Let's see. We can get some initials and to close. So Taurus, Sagittarius, and Aquarius energy could be really relevant here for some of you. Look at that. You have the Nutcracker. That, again, is about protection. Christmas time could also be relevant for some of you. Protecting what? You have the cross here. What it is that you want to have to bury. Or, yeah, well, bury, yeah. Making sacrifices. What it is that you need to bury. Or, I was going to say, what it is that you want to have as a burden. You know, we choose, not always, but some things in our life that we feel like are a blessing can also be something that is a kind of a burden. The burden part of what you're carrying is protecting what is valuable to you. So if it's worth putting that on your back because it's something that's worth protecting, you know, and figuring out what that is, I think is something that you've gone through. But you've been in the moon phase, so that's been kind of like wishy-washy of what that is to you, what that means to you, what's important to you, what you want to hold on to. And I think you're figuring that out. I think you're getting rid of the illusions. Once you finally decide something here and you go through this, there is some karma here that's playing out for whatever reason. There is a little bit of karmic stuff that's coming into balance here in this situation. But I feel like ultimately you're going to detoxify, see the bigger picture of things, and you're going to move into some changes. Okay. It's going to open the door up for you, right, to this new beginning here. So you have TNT. So there you go, TNT. It's going to be explosive, I guess. We have IV, and B here. IV and B. Maybe you need some B12. What else? I don't see anything else. There's something here I'm missing. Always. Always is. There's always something here that I am missing. Oh, I keep wanting to say beehive too for some reason. Then is here, you know. Okay. Well, I'm just going to leave it then. 10 is here. T-I-N. I heard Bitcoin in my head for some reason. Alright, I'm going to leave you here. Okay. So thanks, guys, for being here. Thanks for all your love and all your support and all your kindness, of course. I hope this helps. Good luck with you with this, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, Pile 4. Okay, Pile 4. So if you chose the clear quartz heart, this will be your reading. So as far as the box and what it says about this is it's about compassion. Oh, no. Clearing and cleansing. So I feel like this reading with this stone being clearing and cleansing could have something to do with a clearing and a cleansing of a situation or someone, something. Could be just your energy you're needing to clear. So let's see what this card says. Never jam today. Promises that never come to be. Empty words and not living in the now. Number 35. 35 may be an age for somebody here. 3 is about expansion, 5 about change. So what needs to change in order for you to expand is I think you need to clear away some of the things that are not good for you here, okay? Some of the things that may make you feel good, but maybe they're not too good for you. This could also be people that make promises they don't keep. This could be, you know, an idea of perhaps knowing that someone's kind of just giving you some empty words here. It says never jam today. So it's not letting something get to you, not letting something get the best of you, and needing to live more in the now. You know, when you are met with the challenge of something not going the way that it's supposed to go, or something that's not good for you, or whatever it is, it's hard to live in the now because you're thinking about what it could have been, what the potential was there that you're losing. But it's kind of insinuating to have more of an energy of if it's not working out or happening, it may be because it's not meant to. So there's this idea of allowing it to flow and just flow right off your back and not letting it mess up your experience in the now. Because today's a gift, right? Okay, so let's see where this leads us. We're going to start with some oracle cards. We are going to use the Priestess of the Light oracles, which has been a little while since I used these, and I'm excited to get them out. Now, for every pile so far, I've shuffled out 2 cards together for each pile. So let's take a look and see if that happens to you guys. Okay, so what more do we need to know about this for pile 4? What else do we need to know here for pile 4 about this? Never jam today. What is this about? 1 card. This is actually... this was in one of the other piles in the same exact spot, guys, okay? So... It's number 42, and it says, Wings of Light, Becoming Something New. Debating getting you another one here. Even though only one came out for you guys. We'll take it. It's Harvest, Gather of Blessings, number 44. 444 could be relevant. It's a number of protection. You also have 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's a pattern that's being developed here. I feel like that you're coming from a pattern where you had to make some decisions about which direction maybe that you wanted to take, or working with someone or learning something, and finding a sense of stability in that, and now you're actually implementing those changes. So this could have to do with yourself, you know, knowing what's right, what's not good for you, what's good for you, making some changes there that are necessary. This could be promises that never come to be. It could be promises that you're keeping with yourself. You know, I promise that I'm not going to eat so many sweets this week. And then you break that promise, you know. Something like that, but not living in the now is important because there's something new here that's coming. And you're going to have to gather up the blessings that are here, harvest all the progress or all the effort that you're going to put into something here. Timelines for all these are different. You could be just now experiencing this or having this awareness. You could be in the middle of it, or you could be already went through this. So take it how it resonates. If you're tuning into this reading, it's just because you're needing to see something in a different perspective, or it's giving you a different perspective to help you to kind of come to some kind of conclusion here with this stage and move on to something else, right? So I think here in the near future, you're going to find yourself like almost progressing forward here quickly and reaping the reward from what you've done. But you have to stick to this promise. You know, you have to stick to this commitment here. Okay. Let's see. We're going to get one more. This is going to give us an kind of like a little saying on these. These are the Amethyst oracles. Okay. What does pile 4 need to know? What does pile 4 need to know? Does pile 4 need to know? Well, that flew over there, didn't it? Okay, it's messed up all my stuff. Let's see if we can fix this. Okay. All right. So let's read this here. Put this to the side. Well, we'll put it right here. Okay. Temple of Carnelian. Let's see. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage, taking risks that feel true to your heart, and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive, embodied, and more of yourself, even if it's not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life that you were born to live. Well, if that don't sum up this, that is awesome. So yeah, this is saying here that obviously there's some things here that are difficult to release. There's some things here that are uncomfortable that you have to look at and face. It's certainly not easy, but you know that you'll have a better quality of life overall, and that you could have more blessings in your life, reap with, have more rewards here. That's the whole journey. That's what you'll be gaining from this. Okay. So this is the Fairy Tarot, and I haven't used this, I feel like. I don't think I have. I might have once. It's a newer deck. I love to shuffle it because it smells new. It has this weird bookstore smell to it, and I don't know, I'm weird like that. I like old booky smells, new book smells. Okay. What does pile 4 need to know? Well, there you have it. Strength right there. Leo energy. You need to find your strength here. It's telling you to find your strength. Use the strength here that you have. Those internal resources. You have an 8 of Swords. So getting out of your head. Telling yourself you can't is something that's just popped in my head. Ace of Swords. Being honest here and truthful with yourself. Logical here, smart. Having clarity now that you know, you know what to do, and you're clear, and you can move forward here. That's just, now that I know that I have the strength, I have the power, I'm capable. I just need to get out of my head, not sabotage myself here, and move forward with this new beginning. Do something different. Do it different. Do it a different way, right? Now I can do the things differently. High Priestess. This is having faith in yourself that you can do something different from what you've been doing. This High Priestess energy is Pisces, Cancer. Or no, not Cancer. Well, maybe for somebody because I said it. Pisces energy. I was thinking about the moon though. Let me have one more. You have an 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you may be discouraged on the progress, like you feel like it's taking longer than what you want. And it's like, it's telling you to take a break from that. Give yourself a break. That's what it's saying. Give yourself a break. It takes time for that harvest to come in, right? It doesn't mean that it's not growing, even if you can't see it. Okay. So let's keep going. Why strength here? The Page of Cups. Why is the 8 of Swords here? Oop, okay, well, those are 2 cards. You have a 3 of Pentacles and a King of Cups that's here with that 8 of Swords. Yeah. This could be staying true to a commitment to yourself. That's what I feel like we're seeing here. You get in your head and you sabotage the commitment here that you may have made to yourself about something. Scorpio energy's there. I mean, this could be someone, you know, that you've made some kind of commitment around, but you get in your head. Maybe you're in your head about making a commitment towards someone, someone that you love or you care about. But I feel like for most of you, this has to do with yourself. If you have kids here, that could be your strength. That came out of nowhere, didn't it? And this Page of Cups here with strength. It could be someone here that's rooting you on, you know. Okay. There's a strong message that's here. That's what that means. A strong message. Give me one. Well, let's just keep going. Why is the Ace of Swords here? We'll come back to that. 2 cards I pulled again. A Queen of Pentacles and the 4 Cups with that Ace of Swords. The truth here that could be that you're holding yourself back, playing it safe in your comfort zone. The truth here is this is what you've been doing. You've been in your comfort zone here with someone or something. Maybe you've been afraid of being rejected. You've been afraid of not fitting in. You've been thinking about how all the other times that you tried this, it didn't work out. You failed, or you feel like you did. You gained strength from all those times. Even if you didn't see results, or even if something didn't play out in the way you wanted, you still gained knowledge. You gained awareness. You gained internal strength. Sometimes when we go through things and they don't work out the way we want them to, and we're sad about them not working out, we don't realize that through that experience, internally we gain strength. You just don't see it. Just like those seeds are in the ground, that harvest is there. It's growing, but you can't see it. It's the same thing that's here. And understanding and having truth around this is here. For some of you, there's some kind of truth around a rejection. Someone here that may be wanting to be honest about something in the past or a rejection in some way. Maybe they were playing it safe. Or you are. Tell me about the High Priestess. Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, energy's there for me. 2 of Pentacles here in reverse with that High Priestess. You have this like inner knowing that things are imbalanced. Things aren't, like you don't want to overcommit. This is internally you're going through this process of going, okay, I want something new, or I want a new beginning, or I want to take this, I want to be disciplined, go for it. I see, results of this, or we'll come back to the love scenario, but in reverse, it's like there's some kind of imbalance that's here that you're recognizing, or you're telling yourself, I just don't want to overcommit to something. I don't know if I can accomplish all of that. I just need to make it to where it's obtainable, And this is something you struggle with internally. It's almost trying to tell yourself you're satisfied with the amount of effort that you're giving or getting. But you know that's not balanced. Like you need to put more effort, or someone needs to put more effort into something. Interesting. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse? Temperance in reverse. You're frustrated with the results. You get frustrated with the results of something, and then you pull yourself back. This is heavy, like things are not feeling good. This could even be like something out of your control where you couldn't control that you couldn't come together in the way that you wanted it to in some kind of way. And you're frustrated about that, but the break was needed. You know what I mean? Even if you can't see it. This could be like getting sick, like you're working towards something, you're doing great, and you're getting somewhere, but then you get sick and it puts you back. It's that kind of energy. Or something happens, maybe in a relationship or with someone or something like that, and it sets you back. Okay, now tell me about this Page of Cups. What is this Page of Cups about? The Two of Wands. Being at a crossroads, needing to find your inner strength, having patience with yourself. This is like telling yourself that you can do this. This is self-talk I'm seeing here. Telling yourself that you can do this. Sticking to a plan. Yeah. Telling yourself you can stick to this. You can do this. You can accomplish this. This is the direction that you need to head in. Stick to it, right? Why is the King of Cups here? Five of Swords. There's someone here that you may be at a crossroads with, or in conflict here with in some kind of way. And this is what you're stuck in your head about. Someone that you care about, someone that cares about you. This could also be internally within yourself. You know, you betray your own commitment to yourself. This is something you don't want to do, but it could be about someone as well. Like you committed to not fighting again with that person, and here you are. You know, or something like that. Okay. Why is the reason I brought that up is because I think it's affecting other areas in your life. And it makes you take a step, it puts you back in your like routine, in your life, and yeah. Tell me about the Four of Cups. What is this Four of Cups? The Devil in reverse. You're needing to be strong and release yourself. You need to be strong and release yourself of some sort of something that you're thinking about in the past, of you should have, coulda, wouldas of your past, or things not working out in your past in some way. And you're needing to release yourself of that way of thinking. Oh, this didn't work out for me in the past. It's not going to work this time. You know, that kind of energy. Needing to release those negative thoughts. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Two cards again wanted to come over, okay? You have the Fool in reverse, Aries energies, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. There's a beginning to an end. This is like, this is a beginning to the end of feeling in balance. You're ready to be in a place to where you feel good. You feel like you can accomplish things. You feel in balance with yourself. You feel at peace. You're ending the bad choices that you're making, maybe unhealthy choices that you're making, perhaps in love or just any area in your life. This is the beginning to an end of that. So let's see what the future holds here. Wait, let's take a peek at the bottom of the deck first. Ace of Cups in reverse with the Two of Swords and the Chariot and the Empress in reverse. This is needing to rely on yourself. This is like a lesson on needing to rely on yourself when it comes to having faith in yourself, having faith and something that it is that you're really wanting, you know, not blocking yourself from this harvest or these blessings that are here. This Ace of Cups in reverse is when maybe you've been in situations or relationships where you put a lot of other people before yourself, or you've just never been able to focus on yourself, and you're in a place where you're needing to do that, and this is part of your journey, this experience that you're going through. This can also look in the way of you're just emotionally drained here. You know, you're sad and you're just emotionally drained, and your soul is searching for something to like re-energize you. And whatever this is it. But this is like you taking a stand and saying, I want better for myself. Yeah. All right. So let's get some advice. Okay. Spiritual lesson in forgiveness. Forgiving yourself, something that keeps coming up. Forgiving yourself is something that's here. So you may blame yourself a lot for where you are or what's going on, or even if you don't act that way, internally you may feel that way at times. That's a hard burden. That's a hard burden to carry, right? And the lesson behind a lot of this is forgive yourself if you feel like you haven't made the right choices or best choices for yourself. You're human. Congratulations. You're just like everybody else here trying to live our life on this planet Earth. And we all make mistakes and we all make bad choices. And hopefully, most of us learn from those. And we choose to take a different route, make a different decision. That's the whole point. I mean, you just don't know what to do until you experience those mistakes. You're learning. And I feel like here you're learning about yourself and taking up for yourself and doing what's best for yourself and your own internal strength of doing that. Like those sweets. Takes a lot of strength, you know, if you really love sweets. I do. It takes a lot of strength not to eat those sweets, man. When you know they're not good for you, I can't have one of those. I know that's bad. I already had one. It's like when you know you're overindulging and recognizing that within yourself, even if it comes to negative thinking, you know you're going too far into that rabbit hole. It's time to pull yourself back out of it, right? So let's see. What am I missing here with this? It came out again, so there's another message around that. Forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you to move forward. Forgiving yourself for something not working. Look at this. Spiritual lesson. It came out again. And you also have go slow here. Yeah. This person in your life is here to teach you a spiritual lesson. It could be this person here. Could be just this situation here in you. You're going through a spiritual lesson. Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. I feel like for a lot of you, this is yourself. I feel like you're going slow and taking time to get to know yourself and how strong you are, how capable you are. You know, how accomplished you are. I don't think you're giving yourself near enough credit. I think may have been something else that's been getting in the way of that too as well. Release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. Okay. So we're going to leave that. And I'm going to grab some of these. Actually, for you guys, I'm going to do something a little different. We're going to grab these. Take a look at future energies. Okay? Because you're fighting the good fight right now. You are fighting the good fight here. You've had some setbacks, I feel like. But you're doing good. You know, you're doing a good job. You're just not always giving yourself credit for that. What's the future hold here? Came right out, didn't it? Lone wolf. Some of you may be becoming single here. You have free spirit, happy single, choosing to stay single. So that might be the case here for some of you. You have the moon, so Pisces, Cancer energy with the lessons here. So fears and insecurities, I do feel like for a lot of you this has something to do with your insecurities. Things are not as they seem, and there's information that's yet to be revealed. I just feel like that you still have a lot to learn about yourself. I feel like you still have a lot of strength that you're going to find whenever you need it, and realize like, wow, I didn't even know I was that strong. I didn't even know I was capable of this. It's going to be I feel like this is going to change your life completely. I do feel like for some of you, you're spending time in isolation or being single or being more of a free spirit here. Forgiving yourself, for some of you. Okay, side note, if some of you have kids here and you've made choices because of them, maybe to be in a commitment or something like that, this is something that you're forgiving yourself for. If you're choosing to be single, you're choosing to step away from a commitment here because you feel like that's what you feel like is the best thing for you, then this is going into forgiving yourself for that. There's something like about that there. Let's go slow here. Closed off, guarded, emotional blocks, avoiding emotional connection. Okay. At some point, you're going to have to, especially if you're releasing something here, right? This is telling you to go slow at moving into opening yourself up again emotionally. Also, if you're trying to accomplish something, if you have a goal in mind and you're moving in that direction, this is kind of saying, take it easy on yourself and close yourself off from outside interference in that. Comparing yourself to others, allowing other people to influence your emotions, allowing other people to take control of your emotions, because that may play a part in some unbroken commitments to yourself. This is like when you get fed up with people around you and you just go for those sweets. If you're an emotional eater, which is so much a thing, right? Something like that, is there. Allowing other people to mess those goals up that you have for yourself. You could be like, I decided I'm not going to drink anymore. No more alcohol for me. And you have other people that are around you that are like, come on, you're no fun when you don't drink, or come on, everybody else, that kind of stupid thing. Not to allow all that kind of stuff to get in the way. And you're strong enough for that, guys. You're still digging. You're still digging. There's still more strength there, but you are strong enough for that, for sure. And magical gateway. Go for it. On the right path and wonderful new beginning. So, yeah, absolutely. I like y'all's reading. Okay. Let's get some. I don't want to use these. I keep grabbing them, but I don't want them. I want something else. Y'all are kind of a little bit different, this pile. Let's use some of these. Okay. Intuition. Support. Lean on your inner circle at this time. You do have people that are close to you that are good, emotional, supportive energies around you. You may be afraid of judgment in some kind of way or something like that. That's not the case. You do have a good inner circle here. Lean on those people. When you do start feeling like maybe somebody's getting to you emotionally as well that may put you off track, lean on your people. Lean on your people. That's what they're there for, okay? Use your intuition here about what it is that you feel like you need to let go of and release, that you feel like is not good for you. Okay, one more. Fell on my lap. All right, we have solitude. There you go again. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. So don't force yourself into anything here or try to step into that chaser energy. This is an energy here of you needing to take this time to yourself, right? In order to understand yourself more clearer, to get past the insecurities that are here, the fears, and slowly open up. You're going to be like a whole new person here, guys. You realize how strong you are. Okay. So we have lots of things. Lots and lots of things. We have the Okay, so this is the Knight of Wands. I don't know why I couldn't say it, but this is like feeling really confident, feeling really good, being a little bit impulsive, but having a lot of fun, you know, exploring your desires, exploring new things. It's a really good energy. You have the lightning bug, so something coming to light. I think it's you. See, the mask on the lightning bug is off. It's in the package somewhere, but it didn't come out. So it's like you're taking the mask off. You're feeling more of like yourself. I think that's awesome. So then you have Texas may be relevant. TX. INL O and A. Okay. Loan is here. Maybe you're needing to get loan. Maybe you're loaning someone something, or you're needing to get a loan. Texas, maybe in Texas. The Texas loan. I don't know where I'm going with that. Okay, what else? Alright, guys, I think I'm just going to leave you here after that. Alright, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for all your love and all your support and all your kindness, of course. I hope this helps. We have X in the bowl, so you may have an X that's here. We saw that earlier. Or this could be like being at a crossroads. Okay, now that being said, thanks for being here, and I hope to see you soon.